This section will cover how to open the store. The first step you'll want to take when opening the store is to come in, sign in, and launch the program. When prompted, use the credentials for the register that you're logging in from. Once the system launches, you'll want to open your cash drawer. Then count down the money that you've got in your drawer for opening. Once you've counted your opening amount, verify that the quantity counted is equal to the quantity expected. If the count is not accurate, create an email and send it to your store manager and the accounting department, notifying them of the discrepancy. If the count is accurate, proceed to open the store. In this section, we'll cover a basic store closing. First step to closing is to go to your sales menu and hover over Order and click Point of Sale. Next, click Final. Select your batch date, which should be today's date. Either click today's date or check Today at the bottom. Then enter your batch number. Batch number is a register number listed in the column named Batch Number. Each register being closed will have its own batch number. All registers will need to be closed independently and then consolidated. Then click Run and View. Note the cash tender field. This will be used to count the cash over the opening amount. You will want to print this document and keep it with the cash from that register. Select your printer and hit the print button. Now count your drawer down and match the total over the opening amount to the amount on the report. Check your credit card totals. Does your total match? If the total does not match, see the process for correcting a sales order 6.4. If the total does match, repeat until each register is closed, then consolidate cash for your deposit, then create your end-of-day calendar task, as seen in 6.3. In this section, we'll review how to create an end-of-day calendar task. First, you'll want to log off the user, that is the register, and log back in with your own credentials. This will associate you to the end-of-day task. Double-click on the date highlighted, today's date. Then, select event type, EOD, for end of day. Enter EOD into the subject line as well. Then enter your store number into the location field. In the Notes section, add any notes from the day. If there are any payouts that day, make sure to include the payouts in the Notes section. That note should include the amount paid out and the reason. Next, click on the Custom Fields tab. In the Cash Received field, enter the consolidated total for all batch reports run, reflecting the expected dollar amount due. In the Deposit field, enter the cash amount counted above the opening drawer amounts. In the Ending Balance field, enter the sum of dollars left in the cash drawers for tomorrow's opening. If there is a discrepancy between the cash received and the deposit amount that is different than the payout amount for the day, document that difference in the cash over short. In this section, we'll review how to correct a sales order with an incorrect tender type. From your point-of-sale final report, locate the sales order that caused the discrepancy. Document the invoice number related to that sales order, and then close all your windows. Next, click on the sales order icon in the toolbar. Click the Credit Invoice button in the bottom left corner of the screen. Now enter the invoice number you've written down, and click OK. Next, head to the final screen and tender the exact amount using the original tender type from your final report. Make sure to enter the required fields. Then save. Then locate the Copy Order button in the bottom left corner. Click OK. Change any negative quantity to a positive quantity to recreate the order. Then go to the final screen. Tender the exact amount due with the correct tender type. After saving this order, go back and repeat 6.2, Basic Store Close. In the Point of Sale menu, click a checkbox for any row for a register you're trying to close that has values in any of the columns relating to tender types. Then press Preview and View. Locate the transaction that has a tender amount that correlates with the amount hung in one of the tender columns. Click on the sales order icon, then enter the order number into the order number field and hit Tab. Then you'll want to just edit the order and save. This will clear the values hung in the columns in the Point of Sale menu.